The accuracy of the shots on the scoreboard.
I'm sure they're not right.
Starting out the second half of the second period will be Scales, Vogel, Pitch, Middles, and Knittel. Hopefully the signal's better the second half of the game. Face-off taken by the Hawks. They send it into the Sting zone. Scales sends it out. And it's picked up by Knittel. It's poked away from him. Sting got to hold up at the blue line. Ditch has it. He gets around one defender. He takes a shot. Loose. Rebound by Scales and a save by the goalie. Middles picks it up. He cycles it down low. It's picked up by Scales. Ditch falls down. And his teammates are showing him some love for falling down on his own. Scales has it. Sends over to Middles. It's intercepted. Vogel shoots it back into the Hawk zone. They send around the boards, and the Sting are changing. Hawks get it out of the zone. Back check by Middles. Knocks it away. Hawks take it back. They take a shot. Glove save by Skruski for a face-off. Capelin, Dorn, and Freeman head out with Field and Gwynn. Face-off taken by Capelin. And the Sting have it out of the zone. Hawks send it up. It's taken up by Gwynn. Back check by Freeman, knocks him off the puck, and Field picks it up behind the net. They chop it away from him, but he gets it out of the zone. Hawks are regrouping. Dorn on the forecheck, forces him backwards. Capelin's chasing after it. They flip it out of the zone. Evans sends it. Or Field sends it over to Dorn. He flips it ahead to Capelin. And the goalie covers for a face-off. Lamb, Trader, and Otero head out with Evans and Axe. Face-off. Sent to the corner. Otero picks it up. He sends it to the point to Axe. Axe walks the line, sends it over to Evans. His shot through traffic is deflected. Rebound by Otero is blocked. Land sends it back to Axe. Axe sends it over to Evans. Shot through traffic is deflected. Knocked down by a high stick, but the Hawks touch it. Otero knocks the puck down, holds it into the zone. Land gets it. It's taken away from him. Now the Hawks are circling behind their net. They send it off the boards. By everybody. Trader goes back to get it, sends it over to Axe on the regroup. Axe sends it up to Otero. He deflects it. He tried to deflect it into the zone, but it goes into the stands. We'll have a face-off at center ice with Ditch, Knittel, and Middles, Scales, and Vogel. Face-off taken by the Sting. Scales has it. Sends it ahead to Ditch. He tips it into the Hawk zone. Hawks go and retrieve it. They send it off the boards. Scales pinches and sends it down deep. Hawks send it behind the back. And it goes all the way down. Deflected by Scales, so there won't be icing. Scroopsy comes out to play it. He sends it around the boards. And Middle sends it up the ditch. It's taken away by the Hawks. They send it along the boards into the slot. Deflected a couple times, and it went just wide. Kniddle picks up the puck. He tries to get out of zone, but it's blocked down, and it's sent out by Scales. Ditch is putting on the pressure. Middle sends it back up to Ditch. Ditch's shot is blocked. And the Hawks are going into the sting zone. They send it behind the net. Vogel angles them off the puck, and it's picked up by Ditch. Ditch sends it to Middles. Middle sends it up to Freeman. Freeman tried to center it back to Middles. His pass is blocked. Goes to the corner. Middles pins it against the boards. He digs it out. It's picked up by Capelin behind the net. He centers it. Goes to Gwynn, his one-timer. Looks like he might have broken a stick, but I guess he didn't. Capelin has it behind the net. He spins off a couple of checks. And it's finally poked away by him. And Hawks chip it off the glass, up the field. He sends it right back up to Dorn. But Capelin had not cleared the zone yet, and that'll be offsides on the Sting. 4:14 to go in the period. Capelin, Dorn, and Freeman are out with Field and Gwynn. He's off, taken by the Sting. Gwynn has it, plays it over to Freeman. He sends it into the Hawk zone. Intercepted by Dorn. He's tripped, no call. He's tripped again, no call. Maybe if he gets tripped a third time, they'll call it. Dorn's on the forecheck. He blocks it. Good job by Dorn. He tried to cycle it, but goes off the glass and out of play. Trader, Otero, and Land head out for the forwards. Oh, and they did call a penalty. So maybe I missed it. They did call a penalty on the Hawks. Stinger going to power play with 3:51 to go in the period. Face-off taken by Sting. Otero plays it back to Field at the point. Plays it over to Trader. Trader plays it back to Field. Field over to Gwynn. Gwynn rink wide to Trader. He has it along the boards. He splits the D, walks in, takes a shot. Blocker save is loose, and the goalie catches it out of midair and holds on for a face-off. Face-off taken by Land. Trader sends it to the corner. It goes behind the net. Hawks send it up around the boards. Gwynn pinches and holds it in. Gwynn sends it behind the net. He finally settles it down. Good job by Gwynn. Backdoor pass over to Trader. Bounces off his stick. He goes along the blue line. Sends it down to Gwynn. Gwynn has it. Plays it back to Field. Field shot through traffic. It's deflected by Land. It's loose, and the Hawks send it behind the net. They send it around the boards, and they hit the guy streaking up the boards. They take a shot. It goes wide, and Land picks it up. Otero has it, drops it to Land. He sends it back behind the net. Otero picks it up, sends it to Evans at the point. And Sting can't connect on a couple of passes, and the Hawks get it out of the zone. And that'll be icing on the Hawks with 42 seconds to go in the power play. Ditch, Kniddle, and Middles head out with Axe and Evans. Face off, taken by Ditch. He plays it back to Axe. His pass is knocked away, and the Sting got to regroup. Sends it ahead. Ditch has it. He's checked into the boards, but Kniddle picks it up. And Hawks flip it out of the zone with 25 seconds to go in power play. Axe sends it over to Evans. Evans up to middles. Tried to chip it in, but the Hawks intercept. Now Axe has it. Sends it over to middles. 10 seconds to go in power play. Puts on the brakes. Sends it back to Evans at the point. Sends it over to Axe. Axe walks in. Takes a shot. Blocker save. Goes to the corner. And that will do it for the Sting's power play. Back to 5-on-5. Hawks get it behind the net. Minute 45 to go in the period. They send it all the way down for icing. And the faceoff will come back to the Hawks zone. Capelin comes out with Dorn and Freeman for the forwards. Face-off taken by the Hawks. They send it back behind the boards. Freeman's there to get it. Cycles it down low to Capelin. Now it's tied up in the corner. And Capelin digs it out. Takes a shot, goes high over the net. Held in by Axe. His shot goes just wide, looking for the deflection. Capelin picks it along the boards, but it's knocked away from him. He gets it back. Knocked away from him again, and the Hawks are out of the zone. Regroup over to Axe. Sends it to Dorn. It's held into the zone by Axe, and the Hawks pick it up. They send it off the glass and out of the zone. Evans goes back to get it. He sends it all the way around the boards to Capelin. And the Hawks are in offsides with 55 seconds to go in the period. Land, Trader, and Otero head out with Scales and Vogel. Face off taken by Sting. Played over to Vogel. Drops it back to Scales. He sends it ahead to Otero. He sends it in deep. Trader goes back to get it. He's centering it to the middle, but oh, no one's there for the Sting. And the Hawks pick it up. They send it out of the zone. Goes by Scales. And that'll be icing with 32 seconds to go in the period. Land takes a face-off. Trader sends it back behind the net. And the Hawks come away with it. They send it up. Otero intercepts it. But the puck is stuck in the pads of Vogel somewhere. He doesn't... It's in his pants? Is it in his shirt? Where's the puck? He can't find it. I don't know if they ever found it. I think it's still stuck in Vogel. Well, they finally found the puck. And we'll have a face-off with 19 seconds to go in the period. Face-off into the Hawk zone. They go D-to-D on the regroup. Skating to the neutral zone. Cross-ice pass, that should be icing. And it is. With 11 seconds to go in the period. Sting can win the face-off here. They can get another scoring chance before the end of the period. Face-off taken by Land, center slip. It's knocked off his stick. He couldn't get over Trader. Otero tried to center it, but it's deflected into the air. And the Hawks have it. And they get it out of the zone. And that's the end of the second period. The Sting have a 3-0 lead. Starting out the third period will be Ditch, Middles, Knittel, Field, and Gwyn. Face off, tied up in the rough skates, and Knittel comes away with it. He's into the Hawk zone. His pass goes wide behind the net. Picked up along the board by Knittel. Gwyn has it. He sends a shot. It's blocked. Middles had it in the middle, but his stick was tied up and he couldn't get off a shot. And the Hawks clear it out of the zone. Gwyn sends it over to Field. Field was looking for Middles splitting the D, but a pass went over a stick and it'll be icing. So good idea by Field. Just couldn't quite connect. Capelin heads out with Freeman and Dorn, Evans, and Axe. Face off taken by Capelin. Evans sends it around the boards over to Dorn. Dorn gets around the defender. He walks in. He takes a shot. Saved by the goalie. And we'll have a face-off. Face-off taken by Capelin. Sends it over to Freeman on the center slip again, and Freeman can't quite poke it into the net. Sends down Capelin centering pass. Dorn can't connect on the one-timer, and the Hawks get it out of the zone. Axe goes back to retrieve it. He sends it through the middle. Capelin picks it up. He's into the Hawk zone. He gets around one D-man. He's being held. No call. Capelin still has it. Sends over to Dorn. It's knocked off his stick. And staying regrouped in the neutral zone. Evans sends it over to Axe. Axe ahead to Capelin, bumps it over to Dorn. And they called offsides. That was another offsides call on the Sting that did not look offsides. So Land heads out with Otero, Trader, Vogel, and Scales. Face-off taken by the Hawks. They go D to D. Trader knocks it away. He goes down below the net. Centers it to Land. Knocked off his stick. He gets it back another shot. It's loose. And the goalie covers for a face-off. Actually, it went in the net. But I think the goalie already had it covered. So it stays 3-0, and we will have a face-off in the Hawks zone. Face-off goes to the corner. Hawks send it behind the net. Trader races to the puck and wins it. He cycles it down low to Land. Land's pinned against the boards, and the Hawks shoot it out of the zone. And they wave off icing. Vogel goes back to get it. He reverses direction. Sends it to Trader. Trader can't handle the pass, and he's got to go back the other way. He sends it to Scales. Scales up to Land. Land toe drags around the defender. Good recovery by the defender to poke it away. Land tries to get over to Scales. Out of his reach. He regroups. Sends it to Otero. Otero overskates it, but Land picks it up. He's going in 2-on-1 with Trader. Toe drag, and it's poked away again. Trader on the forecheck. Picked up by Otero. Backdoor pass to Land. His one-timer goes just wide. So really good pressure by the Sting. They just couldn't get it. And Hawks just shoot it down the ice for icing with 13:31 to go in the period. Ditch heads out with Middles and Knittel. Field and Gwynn. Shots say 18-7 Sting. It feels like we've had more shots than that, though. Face off, taken by the Hawks. They chip it out of the zone. Field has it. He sends it ahead. It's intercepted by the Hawks, and they're offsides. Hey, they called an offsides on the Hawks. We'll have a face-off. Face-off taken by the Hawks. They send it up to the neutral zone. Ditch goes back to get it. Goes to the middle of the net, but Gwynn is there. And he flips it up, but not out of the zone. Now it's poked ahead to Middles. Middles is going in the ditch. He whiffs on the pass. He whiffs on the second try. But Gwynn is there to help him out. It's in the middle of the ice. Good forecheck by Ditch, but they skate away from him. They send it rink wide. Field goes back to get the puck. He skates behind the net with it. Middle sends it ahead to Ditch. Ditch chips it into the zone. He chases after his own dump in. The Hawks take it away. They send it up the ice. It goes by everybody, and that should be icing on the Hawks. We'll have a face-off with 12:30 to go in the period. Capelin heads out with Dorn and Freeman. Evans and X. Face off, goes to the corner. Hawks send it up the boards. Axe pinches and holds it in, sends it down low to Capelin. Capelin centers it to Dorn. Dorn spins off the check. Capelin has it knocked off of his stick. Axe has it. His shot is blocked, but Dorn picks it back up, tries to get over to Freeman, and its pass is blocked, and the Hawks finally get it up and out of the zone. They send it through the middle. It's picked up by Evans. He sends it in deep. He chases after it. Hawks tried to clear it out, but Capelin blocks it down. He takes a bad angle shot, hits the side of the net. He sends it towards the front of the net. The goalie knocks it away. It's tipped by the Hawks all the way down. Should be icing. And another icing face-off with 11:41 to go in the period. Trader, Otero, and Land head out with Vogel and Scales. Face off, taken by Otero. He cuts to the middle. His stick is tied up. He can't get a shot off, but he holds it in. Land helps him out, sends it down along the boards. Hawks send it up the glass. Scales holds it in, sends it to Land. Scales holds it in again, sends it along the boards. Scales holds it in again, sends it to Trader in the slot. It's knocked away from him. Scales picks it up. Man, Scales is doing a real good job on this shift. He sends it to the line of net to Trader. Trader centers it to Land, just out of his reach. One-timer by Vogel. It hits a Hawks player. Trader picks it up. He drops it off to Vogel. Vogel tried to send it, it's knocked away. Land picks it up. Sends it back to Vogel. Ooh, just poked away at the last second. Vogel centers it. Intercepted by the Hawks. They flip it out of the zone. They get by Land, who's covering on defense. They take a shot, saved by Skripski. It was a jump ball for the puck, and it was sandwiched between the gloves of two players, and it falls in the crease, and Skripski covers it for a face-off. Good shift by the Sting. A lot of pressure on that shift. Ditch comes out with Middles and Knittel, Field, and Gwynn. Scales did a really good job on that shift, holding the blue line, keeping that puck in the zone. Here's Knittel with it. He's skating through the zone now. He forgets the puck, and the Hawks are skating with it the other way. They're into the sting zone. They chase after it into the corner. Kniddle crunches him against the boards, and Gwyn picks up the puck, skates out of the zone with it. He gets around the check. He still has it, twirls and centers it, goes through everybody. Field holds it in at the line. Shot goes towards the net, goes behind the net. Centering pass is knocked away, and they get it just barely out of the zone. Field has it. He drops it off for Middles. Knocked away from him, and the Hawks are circling with it. Ditch picks it up, and the Hawks send it all the way down for icing with 9:41 to go in the period. Freeman, Capelin, and Dorn head out with Axe and Evans for the faceoff. Hawks take the draw. They go into the corner with it. Capelin takes it away. His shot is loose. Rebound just sent wide by Dorn. And the Hawks get it out of the zone. They get into the sting zone with it. Shot towards the net. Little fluttering shot, bounce off the chest of Skripski, and the sting cleared away. Capelin has it, sends it over to Evans. Evans sends it over to Freeman. Freeman loses it, was held in at the point by Dorn. He skates down to the dot, he takes a shot. Goes off the leg of the Hawks defender into the netting. And we will have a face-off. Vogel and Scales, Land, Otero, and Trader head out. 9:03 to go in the period. Face-off taken by the Hawks to the corner. They send it up the boards. It's gloved down by Scales. He holds it in. And it just barely gets out of the zone. Sent over to Land. He's going in with speed. He pirouettes. Sends it down to Scales. Scales sends it behind the net to Trader. Trader has it. He goes to the slot. Knocked off his stick and out of the zone. Vogel goes back to get it. Sends it up to Trader. Trader flips it ahead to Land. Land is going in with it. He puts on the brakes. Trader picks it up, drops it off for Land, just out of his reach. And the Hawks are going the other way. They're into the sting zone. They fall down. Evans had a little trouble handling the puck. The Hawks center it. It's knocked away by Evans. And Land is going out with it. He sends it in deep, and the Sting are going to change with 7:58 to go in the period. Middles intercepts the pass on the forecheck. And Kniddle helps him out, picks it up. Toe drag around the defender. Good back check by the Hawks to prevent Kniddle from getting the shot off. They try to hit Middles, but he knocks him down. Vogel, the shot, it goes wide. Evans holds it, or Field holds it at the point. He sends it down low to Kniddle. And we're going to have a penalty on somebody. We have a hook on Kniddle. So Kniddle's going to go to the box for hooking with 7:32 to go in the period. Capelin and Dorn head out with Field and Gwyn. Face-off won by the Hawks. And just like that, 2 seconds into the power play, they score. And it's now 3-1 game with lots of time left. So you do not want to be taking penalties when you're up by 3 goals. Caitlin comes out with Freeman and Dorn. Gwyn sends it ahead to Dorn. He's into the zone. His pass goes over to Caitlin. His one-timer into the chest. It's loose. Dorn picks up centering pass to Freeman. He can't get a shot off. He cycles it down low. It's intercepted by the Hawks. It goes behind the net. They send it off the boards. Field holds it in. It gets through everybody to the corner. Caitlin picks it up in the corner. Freeman pins him against the boards. And it gets out. Gwyn has it. Sends it over to Field. Field, the shot through traffic is deflected. And a save by the Hawks goalie with 6:47 to go. Land, Trader, and Otero head out with Evans and X. Sting really need to put another one in here. Don't ever feel safe with just a 2-goal lead. Face off taken by the Hawks again. Goes to the corner. Otero almost dug it out. They send it up around the boards. Evans pinches down, and the Hawks skate out with it. Their pass is blocked by Otero. Now the Hawks send it up the ice. They hit the back of their own player. They're into the Sting zone. Centering pass. Good job by Land to tie him up. And Otero has it. He sends it to Trader. Too far for Trader. And Otero. All of Trader's momentum carried him into the zone, and he was offsides. 6:20 to go. Ditch comes out with Middles and Knittel. Evans and Axe. Face off taken by Sting. Middle shoots it in, but it's intercepted. He gloves it down. And the Hawks skate out with it. Poked away by Knittel. Hawks send it along the boards. Middles picks it up. Sends it up to Axe. That's offsides by the Hawks. And we'll have another face off. Face off, taken by the Hawks. They shoot it into the Sting zone. Evans goes over to get it. He banks it up off the boards. Hawks pick it up. They drop it off into the Sting zone. Poked away by Evans, and Evans pushes them into the boards. The ref is in the way. They send it down low, knocked away by Axe. Axe gets over to Middles, deflects up to Ditch. Ditch is into the Hawk zone. He's shielding the puck. He tried to center it. It's loose, and the Hawks clear it. The goalie had no idea it was loose behind him, but luckily his defense helped him out and knocked it away. It'll be icing with 5:21 to go in the period. Caitlin heads out with Dorn, Freeman, Scales, and Vogel. They're repairing the crease right now, because there's a hole in the ice. Caitlin wins the draw, back to Vogel at the point. He hits a one-timer. Hits, I think that hit Freeman in the back. The Hawks send it up and out. Good job by Vogel to get back and block the shot. Shot deflected off of him, high into the netting. Face off Ensign skates. Caitlin comes away with it. He flips it out of the zone. Lands in the Sting bench, and we will have another face off. Trader, Land, and Otero head out. Face off tied up in some skates. Scales comes away with it. He's into the Hawk zone. Sends it back to Otero at the point. He sends it behind the net. Land picks it up behind the net. It's going to be a penalty on the Hawks coming up. Hawks touch up. And they're going to get called for elbowing. So elbowing on the Hawks. Sting are going to go on the power play with 4:35 to go in the period. Face-off taken by Otero. He plays it over to Field. Field down the Trader at the dot. Sends it to Otero. Twirls, sends it to the net, but it's taken away by the Hawks, and they shoot it into the netting, trying to clear it, and we'll have another face-off. Middles, Ditch, and Knittel are heading out for the forwards. Face off. One back to Field. Sends it over to Gwynn. Gwynn sends it down low to Ditch. Ditch loses the puck, but he gets it right back. Takes a shot. It's loose, and the goalie covers for a face-off. .133 to go in the power play. Face off one, back to the point. Field has it. Sends it over to Middles. Middles sends it rink wide to Gwynn. A shot. Glove save by the goalie. Face off one by this thing again. Gwynn holds it in at the line. Sends it down the middle, bounces over his stick. He recovers, sends it over to Ditch. Ditch spins away from the check, circles behind the net. Good job by the Hawks there. And they send it up, but Gwynn will hold it in. He sends it back behind the net. Ditch has it. Field misses the pinch. Good back check. Really good back check by Knittel to prevent that goal. Now Middles is going the other way. We're going to have a trip. We're going to have a trip on the Hawks. And we'll have a 5-on-3 for 38 seconds. Hawks are yelling for a hook on Knittel, but Knittel did a good job on his back check. Now Capelin comes out with Freeman, Dorn, Evans, and Axe. Draw goes to Freeman. Goes back to the point. Axe holds it in. Sends it over to Evans. Evans backdoor to Capelin, bounces off his stick, sends it back to Axe at the point. Walks in and shot. Deflected high over the net. Comes loose in front. Good save by the Hawks goalie. That puck bounced right in front of the net, and Dorn had a good shot, but he made a good save. Land comes on the ice. I think they want to get that left-handed stick out there. .21 seconds to go in a 5-on-3. Faceoff goes back to Evans, plays it over to Axe. Down to Capelin. Pass is deflected. Evans flips it over to Axe. Capelin one-timer goes well wide. and it rings all the way around, and that's going to do it for the 5-on-3. The Sting are going to have a 5-on-4 for a minute 20. Evans sends it to Capelin, streaking through the middle. It's poked away from him, but he regathers control. He's looking for options, sends it over to Land. Land settles it down, takes a shot through traffic, it's loose. Land picks it up, backhander. And the goalie made a really nice save there. This goalie's made a couple of really good saves on this power play for the Sting. 1 minute to go in the power play. Goalie's definitely been their best penalty killer in this shift. Land heads out with Trader, Otero, Vogel, and Scales. Face off taken by the Hawks. They get it out of the zone. Vogel has it. He sends it back into the Hawk zone. They send it around the boards, and Scales holds it in. Otero loses the puck, and the Hawks send it out. Vogel knocks it down. Scales picks it up, sends it to Land on the zone entry. Trader picks it up, centers it to Evans, or Scales, and goalie made another good save. That puck was going under his armpit, and he just squeezed it in time to make another good save. 26 seconds to go in the power play, minute 38 to go in the period. This goalie for the Hawks has played really well. Ditch, Middles, and Knittel head out for the forwards. Face off. Won by the Sting is sent back to the point, but it splits their D, and they got to go back to get it. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Vogel turns it over. So that is a very, very bad turnover with a minute 26 to go. Leads to a penalty on Vogel, and now we'll have 4-on-4 for 13 seconds, and then the Hawks will go on the power play. Feels like we do this a lot this season. We get a penalty towards the end of the game in a close game. Way too much. So now we're going to have to kill off a penalty in 13 seconds for the rest of the game. We had to do that against Chesterfield last week. See if the Hawks pull their goalie here. Get a 6-on-4 once their penalty expires. So the Hawks goalie's staying in the net for the moment. Need to win this faceoff. Last time we were on the penalty kill, the Hawks won the faceoff and scored right away. Faceoff one back. Sting shoot it out of the zone to Dorn. And Dorn's going in 2-on-1 with Ditch. His pass is knocked away behind the net. Dorn picks it up. Now it's a power play for the rest of the game for the Hawks. 1 minute to go in the period. They send it rink wide. They're into the Sting zone. It's knocked away to the boards. They circle behind the net. Now the Hawks pull their goalie, 6-on-4. It goes behind the net. They still have it. They send it to the point. He can't quite handle the pass, but he holds it in. 30 seconds to go in the period. Hawks take it out. They center it. But it's taken away by Ditch. He's skating out with it. He gains the line. He shoots it. It's knocked down by the Hawks. There are 18 seconds to go. The Hawks send it up the ice. They're into the sting zone. They drop it off. Capelin knocks it away. He tries to poke it out of zone, but the Hawks hold it in. They take a shot. It goes off the glove of Skrupski over the net. 5 seconds to go. Axe sends it off the boards. 2 seconds to go, and the Sting win the game 3-1. The Hawks goalie kept them in that game in the third period, because I thought the Sting had a lot of good chances in the third to extend that lead, but couldn't get it by the goalie. But we pick up 2 points, and we will play the Hawks again tomorrow at 12:20.